Hello everyone, and welcome back to Command Point for another Kill Team Commaders Tactica. My name is Ryan, and in today's video, we will be taking a look at the Drukhari Archon, a model that I have been having a lot of fun using in my Commanders games of Kill Team. Starting off with the Archon's datasheet, this model has 8 inches of movement, weapon skill and ballistic skill 2, strength and toughness 3, 5 wounds, 5 attacks, leadership 9, and a 5-up save. In addition, this model comes with the Shadow Field. This piece of war gear gives the Archon a 2-up invulnerable save, which cannot be rerolled for any reason. The first time this invulnerable save is failed, the Shadow Field ceases to function for the remainder of the battle. This is a great piece of war gear. I've played many games where this model has had over 30 attacks simply bounce off him over the course of the game. But you have to be careful with the Archon and make sure not to expose him to high volume of attack weapons, such as the Grey Knight's Psy Cannon or the Tempestus Scion's Hotshot Volley Gun, which have a high probability of wounding Toughness 3 models. The Archon also has the Power from Pain ability, meaning that at the start of each battle round, this model will gain what is effectively an additional subfaction trait. Keep in mind that the Power from Pain abilities are cumulative, meaning as the game goes on, models that benefit from Power from Pain become better and better. For the Archon's weapons and equipment, the model comes armed with the Huskblade. This weapon is the best melee weapon option in most cases with its profile of Strength +1, AP -2, and D3 damage. For the Archon's choice of ranged weapons, it can either be outfitted with a Splinter Pistol or a Blast Pistol. The Blast Pistol is relatively hard to use with only a 6-inch range, and it is expensive at 10 points, but still having a Blast Pistol on a model with a ballistic skill of 2-up is a nice boon for the Drukhari. The Archon can take one of 4 different commander traits, but the one that stands out to me the most is Tactical Planner. For 15 points, this model generates D3 additional command points for you at the start of the first battle round. Drukhari have a lot of great cost-effective tactics, which can really boost their kill team's performance. So starting with between 3 and 5 command points unlocks a lot of doors for them, tactically speaking. Speaking of tactics, the Archon has a commander's tactic unique to him called Overlord. Using this tactic at the start of the shooting phase, friendly models within 6 inches of an unshaken Archon can reroll hit rolls of 1. Personally, I don't find this tactic very appealing simply because if I have key models like a Cabalite Gunner with Dark Lance in my list, chances are that model will be a Sniper Specialist, which will already be rerolling 1s. There would probably be another Cabalite Gunner in there with either a Blaster or a Shredder, and if I'm shooting with that model, I'd rather be saving the command point to use Tactical Reroll to reroll its shooting attack instead of only rerolling hit rolls of 1. There are 7 different specialisms which the Archon can take, but the one that I find most appealing has got to be Strategist. With this specialism, as long as this model is on the battlefield and not shaken, you gain an additional command point at the beginning of the battle round. This means you'll be swimming in command points, generating 3 at the start of every battle round, assuming your leader and Archon are on the battlefield and not shaken, with as many as 6 command points to start the game when taking the Tactical Planner command trait. Finally, I'd like to share a few of the lists that I've built around the Archon for Commanders games of Kill Team. Starting off, this list subfaction is Cabal of the Black Heart. With Cabal of the Black Heart models in your kill team, count the current battle round as being 1 higher than it actually is when determining what bonuses they get from their Power from Pain ability. I should note here that only models with the Cabal keyword can benefit from this subfaction trait. The reason for taking this subfaction trait is that it allows the Archon and the Cabalites to reroll their advance and charge moves turn 1 for free. This can be a huge boon for you because it increases your Archon's ability to successfully get a turn 1 charge. On a lot of boards, if you deploy your Archon correctly, it can deter an opponent who won initiative turn 1 from seizing a mid-board objective that turn, lest they put their models at risk of being charged by your Archon. Also, if you're playing on a board that has you and your opponent's deployment zones very close to each other, that also opens up another avenue for a successful turn 1 charge. The Archon itself has the Strategist specialism with the Tactical Planner commander trait. I've armed it with a Huskblade and Blast Pistol, though the Blast Pistol can be swapped out for a free Stinger Pistol, and with the leftover points you can add another Cabalite Warrior to this list. The Huskblade can also be swapped out for a Venom Blade for free. For Specialist, I've got a Sniper Cabalite Gunner armed with a Dark Lance, a Comm Spec Cabalite Warrior, and a Clavex Zealot. For the non-specialists, we have got a Cabalite Gunner with a Blaster or Shredder, depending on the matchup. And as I've mentioned before, with Cabal of the Black Heart, this model can reroll its advance and charge moves starting at turn 1. With the 18-inch range on the Blaster, this model becomes a huge, fast-moving threat to your opponent right at the start of the game. Last, but certainly not least, we have 5 Mandrakes. These models are probably the best flex models in the game, offering a genuine deep strike threat with their From Out of the Shadows tactic. They have good melee, and have mortal wound upside with their Bale Blast shooting attacks. They are also -1 to hit, move fast, benefit from power from pain, and have good leadership. And so that wraps up this video on the Drukhari Archon. Let me know what you guys think of this model and the rest of my list in the comments below. A special thank you to our patrons on Patreon who make these videos possible, and please consider supporting us on Patreon if you enjoy our content. Thank you all for watching, and we will talk to you again in the next one.